Yo, 250 gemstones exchange. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. If y'all want to support the channel, y'all already know Cash App, $ Mikey West, website, www.250gemstones.com.co. And to get exclusive content that nobody else in the world has, check out the Spotify podcast, 250 Gemstones Exchange podcast. Link is in the description. Man, what's going on? What's going on in America? What is going on out here? They ain't trying to see a nigga eat. They ain't trying to see a nigga get that bread. They ain't trying to see a nigga prosper. They ain't trying to see a nigga do nothing but work and die off. They just trying to see a nigga work and die off. That's what. This is why. Because as a kid, I never understood why do the cops always mess with the guys that had money. Why do the cops always mess with guys that have money? All the hustlers in the hood. How come the cops always mess with those guys? Of course, the violent ones, but the ones that got that bread, they got that money, nice rims, they got jewelry. Why do the cops always mess with these guys? Because the system is put in place for everybody to be broke. So how in the hell you get a BMW and you 19? How you get a Jaguar, you 22? How you get a Mercedes AMG 4MATIC? Them cars are $95,000. Even if you leasing it, even if you leasing one of them cars, they want to know how in the hell you get that money at such a young age. Hell, even if you're 35, the suspicion may not be as high. The younger you are in this country and you got some money, the more suspicious the laws will be on your American ass, because they don't give a damn. They want everybody broke, miserable, and depressed, filled with anxiety. They want us banged up from our bank accounts, from our minds, our emotions. That's why everybody got all these drugs. And now I be seeing on YouTube, they be having all these therapists. I guess therapy is a big thing right now. Therapy. So everybody's getting therapy. They keep pushing it, all through the ads and stuff. So, and, I don't believe in therapy to a degree. I believe in therapy unless somebody has a actual diagnosis, like something's really wrong with them. If they have some schizophrenia or something serious, like a serious mental condition, like I think therapy and drugs and because I'm not in that person's body, so I can't speak for those people who's really going through it. But a lot of these things, a lot of people just cut the bullshit and get your life together. But at the same time, I'm gonna be fair to the people. Houston, we have a problem. America, we have a problem. There is an article on yellow truck. I always see the yellow truck. I didn't know they were that big. They laid off like 30,000 people. So in short, I guess they knew they were going to get fired. So the unions, they were getting together. They're trying to figure out what can they do to secure their jobs. And so pretty much they were fighting, for what I've read. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. From what I've read is that the pension, and I didn't really understood how pensions work, but then I did my research. So that's a lot of money the company has to pay these people. So you figure over a pension, pretty much, for those of you that know, because I didn't know, they take an average of what you made. You have to work so many years with a company. So say the requirement is 20 years. If you do your 20 years, you hit all your quarters, blah, blah, blah. You hit all the requirements. When you retire, they pay you an average. So let's say some years you made 40K, some years you made 50, 60. They do an average. So let's say the average is 50K. They're going to pay you 50K until you die. That's the pension. That's the pension. So I was like, damn, so they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. Nobody want to pay. That's the name of the game. That's why unions were started to begin with. They are not trying to see the average Smo make this damn money. They ain't trying to see nobody with nothing. I'm always peeping over my show. That's why it's so tough getting money in this country, because people be hating. The laws be hating on you. The people in your neighborhood be hating on you. How are you getting this? How are you getting them chains? How are you getting them $400 Gucci shirts? How are you getting these Giuseppe's? Vera Wang, how are you getting all this stuff when 90% of the earth is broke? In America, they say only 20% of the people are really seeing some money, and out of that 20, 10% are well off. So only 20% of the whole nation is actually living a life. You see what I mean? So it's all a setup. It's all a scam. Everybody know. Everybody know. People are going broke under this administration. The people are going broke, and I don't know. I just don't know what's in store for the American people. I just don't know what's in store for the American people. If you are from a different country, let me know how y'all doing out there. Let me know, because in America right now, I can speak from my own perspective. Everybody may have their own lenses. People may have their own opinion from their perspective, because your background pretty much shapes how you view the world. So, but I'm pretty much open minded. If I see something wrong, it's wrong. I mean, I didn't have to come from a certain neighborhood or background or get special teachers to understand that was wrong. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is so unprofessional. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. But yeah, man, this is just absolutely bonkers. It's just bonkers, dude. It's really, really, really bonkers how they just doing the American people, working people to death. Some of these places, especially in Texas, they working people 10, 12 hours. Forklift. Can you imagine driving a forklift for 10, 12 hours? Just riding around, moving boxes, riding around, moving. I mean, layoffs, money being thrown overseas. It's a problem out here, but I just wish people the best, because I don't believe that giving up is an option for nobody, for myself and for the masses. I don't believe giving up is an option. I don't believe giving up is a choice. I don't believe giving up is an alternative. I believe that hard times make hard people. Tough times make tough people. That and I believe that. I believe that. I believe when times get tough, it brings a certain element out of a person. It brings a certain dimension out of a person. Oh yeah. This is just crazy. Layoffs left and right. Stores being closed down. Walmart, Walgreens. People's livelihood is based on a job. People livelihood are based on a job. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad with nobody getting their bread. I ain't mad with nobody trying to get their skrilla. But I just, if when I'm dead and gone, I be thinking to myself. That's why I create this channel, because I just want to say, when I look back, maybe if my old man, if YouTube is still around, I want to look back and say, man, I didn't give up, because there's a lot of times I wanted to give up. There's a lot of times I said to myself, F this, F this, F this. But I just hope that around the world, and especially America, because I live here, I hope America gets it together, because this is, to be honest, I talk a lot of mess about Black America. I talk a lot of mess about white America. I talk about mess about a lot of America. There's a lot of different Americas, because every America, we have different, a whole bunch of ethnicities over here, and everybody view America different. There's some people really love it, some people can't stand it, some people just don't think about it at all. It's just a place to live. But as a whole, as a country, I see the potential, and I hope one day America will really get it right. I hope one day and sustain itself and be great again, or whatever you want to call it, because this country has so much potential when you really educate yourself on how things really work, not just through the lenses of public schools, not just through the lenses of um what your family taught you. When you go out and see the world, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of life out there. And every time I see a nigga just be seeing shit, like they don't want the American people to make it. They do not want the American people to make it. There's a hard working American people, and every time American people bring up an issue, they say we're just lazy and ungrateful because it could be worse. Well, you come into that your defenses could be worse is the same defense when somebody shoots somebody and they say, well, I should only get 20 years because I could have killed 10 people. So shouldn't I get some credit for not killing the other nine? Make it make sense. They say be grateful and get your punk ass back to work. Be grateful and get your punk ass back to work. I really hope this country gets it together because all the buffooneries in this office, I don't give a damn what political party. I just want a party or a person to just make sure to really invest in American people. You know that I would love to invest. I'm investing in American people with through entertainment. Entertainment is such a big business. Like it's just fun. I think a lot of people get into it because it's fun, but I got into entertainment. I guess entertainment business really to kick off the revolution. I ain't one of them people that just get into it just for fun and jokes only. I do the fun, I do the jokes, but also bring you got to bring the pain because reality is part of pain, and I think that's it's kind of crazy when you have comedy. Comedy resembles pain, but at the same time, it takes you away from the pain. So it was like a double-edged sword. Like you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the best of both worlds. When somebody tell a joke and make you laugh for that brief moment, you're laughing so hard, you're just getting all that pain out your spirit. You're just getting all that pain out your soul, getting all that pain off your mind, and getting all that pain off your heart. So it's like at the same time, the pain is still there because the joke has some truth in it. You know what I mean? So comedy, music, entertainment is just I got into it to elevate people, bring the pain, bring the joy. You got to bring these things because this is just the background I come from, just the background um, that shaped me. So I see the world in a particular way, and I'm always rooting for people to win. That I'm just rooting for people to win, rooting for myself, and I just love to see people that come from the mud or come from a struggle, or even rich. Even if you're rich and you still got ambitions and you still want to elevate yourself because the thing about rich people, they had it easier, much easier. So people don't look at people who have access and get it as such a struggle. People are fascinated with the struggle and how you overcome this obstacle. I love to see people overcome obstacles, challenges, convictions. I love to see that. I love to see people make changes in their life, and that's what everything I do is all about. Truth, direction, and serenity. I say it time and time again. For those of you that just came to the channel, thank you, thank you, thank you. And there's so many ways to make money. It's just getting started. That's the hardest part too, just getting started. Just getting started. Got to get started. But it's hard to get started when Uncle Sam and Mr. Charlie putting their boots in your American ass. How about that? You got all these dreams and aspirations, but you got a big ass boot on your goddamn bag. It's like, man, I want to do this with my life. I'm going to go to school. Well, how much that gonna cost you? Boy, it's gonna cost you about 60 grand. And how you gonna pay for room and board? Well, I never really thought about it. How you gonna eat? How much income? So you gonna live off your tuition? How exactly are you gonna get through life for the next? Sorry, y'all. Sorry. How you gonna get through life through the next 4 to 6 years? You know how? Top ramen, bitch. How about that? Top ramen. And I don't like top ramen. I don't like top ramen. I don't like their seasons. I like to put my own goddamn seasons in there. Oh, it's bad out here. People losing their job, and it's so unfortunate. And there's a lot of they never show the hard work in Americans that get up every single day and just work themselves to the bone, whether they're a worker or whether they are entrepreneur. You know, whether they're assistant, whether they're a doctor, whether they're a lawyer, they don't show. Well, how come they never show the American people actually being productive and showing that what we made of? I've never understood that. Even though they never show what the American people are really made of because they don't show it because they don't want us to feed off that image. They don't want the image of the hardworking, fearless um, American that has integrity. They don't take no shit. Mighty. They don't want to see a mighty America. They don't want to see no mighty eagle. They don't want us to really be free. And when I mean free, in my opinion, free to give our best, free to invest in one another, and also have the government at the top invest in us as well. Why are they not investing in the American people? So I said, F it. I ain't gonna wait for them to invest. I'm gonna invest in American people. How about that? You can't be wait. Well, I ain't gonna tell y'all what to do, but I can't wait for no other man to feed me. It's just too slow. Like I said, time and time again. And if y'all first time here, if you want to get to know me, I like to move fast. I like to move diligently. I like to move with organization. I like to move with great detail and preparation. I can't wait on somebody. Not all the time. I do realize that you got to rely on some people in your life to help you. Sometimes you got to rely on people to give you some guidance, to give you some direction. And most people, they do got those people in their lives, and they're doing it on their own. Why they're doing it on their own? They're interdependent. They depend on themselves and depend on somebody else. So I think that's cool too. But as long as you can depend on yourself for something, it's a great feeling to depend on yourself for something that is all about that get up and to work so hard to be in the same position. And that's what a lot of the world's facing: stagnant. It's this stagnant stage. This is what they want for the American people. American people, for the most part, it ain't looking too pretty. It ain't looking too pretty. 30,000. Let me see. Make sure I get the numbers right. If I yawn again, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm working hard for y'all. I just want to tap in with y'all because I love communicating with y'all. I love my channel. I love beating on my chest like some wild gorilla. You guys get to watch me. You get to watch me. You get to watch me. Yellow truck. Okay, Yellow Corpse shut down, yanks up the trucking company's roots planted in Oklahoma 99 years ago. So, the Yellow Corporation, a trucking company, started 99 years ago. Sam Miller, a Yellow Corp truck driver for 5 years, considers himself one of the lucky ones among the more than 200 Oklahomans who lost their jobs this week. This financially troubled national freight hauler that was founded 99 years ago in Oklahoma City and it was still operating here. It shut down Sunday. Miller, 32 and single, he has no family to support from driving for what was one of the largest trucking companies in the country. That's what I said. I always seen them driving around. But I thought, oh, he said this week. Wait, how many employees altogether? Let me see. I'll make sure. Oh, it has something to do with this loan. Oh, okay. I thought it had to do something with. Well, I read something about the pension. It's no secret that the Yellow Corp was in trouble even after a 700 million pandemic era loan from the government and other bills the company had accumulated. It narrowly avoided a Teamsters union strike in late July. Yellow sued the union the month before. I told you about the union. See, I had most of it right. How many did they let go altogether? Damn, 1956. That was way before. Shit, that was before my mom and dad. This is way back. Yellow transit freight trucks are pictured in the 1959 at the depot fueling station. Let me see. I just want to see how many workers altogether. Let's see. Yeah. I was right. I was right. Yellow Corp is from CNN. If y'all don't believe me, I'll zoom in. Oh, it won't go. There you go. Well, it's backwards, but you get the point. Yellow Corp, a 99-year-old trucking company that was once a dominant player in this field, halted operations Sunday and will lay off all 30,000 of its workers. Damn. It will lay off all 30,000 of its workers. Yeah, okay, I had it right. 30,000. I had it right, y'all. See, a nigga smart now. I may not look like it, but I'm smart. Teamsters Union, which represents about 22,000 drivers and dock workers at the company. So it was a battle with the union. They got along. It's bad out here. The pandemic, well, can we say, yeah, the pandemic really messed up a lot of people's lives. It was good for some people. It was bad for a lot. But I just want to close this out and say, I just wish y'all the best. You know, keep y'all head up. I know it's rough out there. It's been rough. It's rough now, and it's only gonna get rougher. So you got to get rougher. You know why? Because the roughness doesn't care if you rough or not. You gotta find a way to respond. You gotta find a way to respond, baby. You gotta swing back. You gotta swing back on the bow, 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 bam, right there, bam, bam, right there. You got to bob and weave, baby, bob and weave. You almost got me. Bow, 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 bow. You got to handle your business by any means necessary. Like I say, I hope one day they really invest in American people. I really do, because we got some special people in this country. They always showing the buffoonery and the bullshit, but I guess it comes with the territory. But I hope the media, the government, all the elites show and invest what American people is all about. So don't give up. And if you from another country you watching, y'all don't give up either. Y'all don't give up. Long live all the beautiful things we strive for: truth, direction, serenity. 250 250. I'm gone.